In previous meditations, we have looked at the 12 major archangels, but there are two more that are important, at least in our world, Melchizedek and Archangel Metatron. We have looked at this image many times in the previous meditations. The most important aspect to keep in mind is that the 12 archangels are actually stepping down in frequency depending on the world within which they are functioning. So in our world, we get only a segment of the full potential of the 12 archangels. Nonetheless, they are there because they are the holders of the consciousness that we need, independent on the level of consciousness we work, independent of the world we live in. So they are in fact universal. And we have seen that they have trinities and that you can group them in groups of 4. All of that is to help us understand them. But as soon as we go into the world we live in, which is our Earth, then other factors are beginning to play a role, because those 12 archangels deliver the consciousness to work with something. And that something is the potential that exists within the Earth system. And we have used a part of that potential. So you can say a part of that potential has been realized. And that is where those two other archangels are coming in. Archangel Metatron being the guardian of the potential, the full potential, conscious potential that exists on Earth. And Metatron is the one that helps us to work optimally with that what is already realized, so that there is space for more to come in. So there's a very direct connection between the archangels Metatron and Melchizedek. And that is what you see in that north-south axis of this sphere. There is a lot of discussions about Archangel Melchizedek. And a lot of people say, no, it's not an archangel, because Melchizedek has lived on earth. That means it's not an archangel, because archangels are spiritual beings who never incarnated. There is a but, as there is often, and the but is that, an aspect of an archangel can incarnate and do work within the system, within the Earth system in our case. So yes, there is a Melchizedek, and there is even a whole order of Melchizedeks, and there is a lot of stories around that have to do with incarnated beings. But it doesn't change the fact that originally there was Archangel Melchizedek, and that archangel still exists. The guardian of that what is realized, so that we can optimal work with that what is already available. There is far less discussion with Archangel Metatron. Everybody accepts that that is an archangel. And actually it is an archangel that is connected in many ideas with sacred geometry. And you see above this archangel that sacred geometry symbol that is called the Metatron cube. And we see that here in more details. So this is something that you can study, and there is a lot available on the internet to help you to understand that basically all the sacred geometry symbols needed for creation are actually within this symbol. So what it actually means is that Archangel Metatron provide the consciousness, and that means also the awareness of sacred geometry that we need in order to bring more creation into our world. Then once it is created, will be guarded and guided by Archangel Melchizedek. So this is, as I said, the overview, and we will work with this particular overview more. But what you see in this image is that there are two parts of the sphere that are more solid. And the reason is that as I said, the 12 archangels are the basis. Every other angel or archangel is somewhere related, somewhat a lineage of those 12, or actually of the 4 in a sense, right? So what we see is that Archangel Metatron is actually from the lineage of Archangel Michael, while Melchizedek, Archangel Melchizedek, is of the lineage of Archangel Uriel, and that is what this image is indicating. Confirming again the importance of the 4 major archangels that exist in that trinity that we have looked at in detail in previous meditations. We are now ready to make a deeper connection with the archangels Melchizedek and Metatron. And as always, before we make these deeper connections, we always need to prepare ourselves in order to make these connections as deeply as possible so that we get the most optimal results. So we start with the intention to relax as deeply as possible. And while we feel our system relaxing, we also start some deeper inhalations and exhalations to stimulate our vagus nerve so that the vagus nerve can support this process of relaxation so that we truly get the most optimal result. And feel that relaxation coming into your system. And feel that due to the fact that you are observing the process, also your mind begins to relax. Because it realizes that you are safe, that it doesn't need to stay in control. And that will allow the heart to become the guiding force. The heart doesn't control, it guides. And it will guide first into a deeper connection with your spiritual essence. So bring as fully as possible your awareness to your heart and let your heart guide you into this deeper connection with your spiritual essence, bringing in more light, more unconditional love. And again, feel to the best of your ability. And you're now ready to make connections that are now as deeply as is possible for you in this moment. And because we are now functioning within the Earth system, it's even more important to connect first with Mother Earth. It's always important. But now it's directly affecting her due to the connections we are going to make. So bring your awareness to Mother Earth and send her love and light and gratitude as a message to her that you're opening to receive her energies, allowing for the deeper connection between you and Mother Earth, allowing you to increasingly feel that you are an integrated part of her, and that everything you do has an effect on her. And now you're ready to make deeper connections with the Archangels Melchizedek and Metatron. So you can open your eyes or otherwise in your imagination see the sphere and realize that that sphere is the totality of all energies of Mother Earth, both her potential and that what has been realized. And see the plane in the center, the equator. It represents the 12 archangels that hold the consciousness aspects that you need to function as a co-creator in this earth reality as optimally as is possible. And see in this sphere the line that goes from the top, the North Pole, to the South Pole, the bottom. And the lower half is that what has been realized. The upper half is that what is the full potential. And we bring first our awareness to the lower half, and then specifically to the South Pole, the lowest point. This represents the energy of Archangel Melchizedek, the guardian of all that has been realized, so that we can learn to work with that what is already present in the most optimal way. If you can't work properly with that, it is more difficult to bring in new energies. So we call in now Archangel Melchizedek and ask Archangel Melchizedek to create an energy field that is optimal for us in this moment. And we set the intention that we take out of this field those energies that are optimal for us. Knowing that we connect with the Archangel that can guide us to function optimally in that what is already existing on Earth. Now sit in the energies for a moment, allowing it to unfold. And bring now your awareness to the upper half of the sphere, and in particular to the North Pole. That symbolizes the location of Archangel Metatron. And we call in Archangel Metatron and ask Archangel Metatron to create an energy field that's optimal for us in this moment. And we take out now those energies that are functioning in an optimal way, stimulating us to learn to work with the potential of Mother Earth, to increasingly contribute as a co-creator, to realize that potential more and more, to help Mother Earth in her evolutionary process. Knowing that this whole process is guided by the 12 archangels in the center and the 2 at the North and the South Pole. Sit in the energies and allow things to unfold. And bring now your awareness to the north-south axis, to the 2 archangels at the same time, Archangel Melchizedek and Archangel Metatron. And be aware that by making connection with them on a deeper level, you will not only be able to work better, with that what is already exists, but you also will be able to bring in more new energies into the Earth system. Be aware of this sphere. We all function within this sphere, and the 14 archangels are helping to make this whole process optimally. You can choose to sit in these energies for as long as you choose, as long as feels comfortable. And as soon as you feel that you are coming to the end, take a deep breath and make sure that you are aware of the place that you're sitting before opening your eyes.